Hey, welcome everybody. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation, and we are back for another raw, honest, and unedited music experience, a music reaction here. November Rain by Dimas Senopati. I'm very excited for this one because this is one of the few Guns N' Roses songs that I really liked when it first came out. A power ballad that really does stoke the emotions, an emotional reaction, and I really enjoyed my experience, my first experience with Dimas, um, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do with this song. Now, a couple of things to cover before we get started. You guys see a different setup here. You see I actually have the laptop screen in front of me here. All right. For those of you who are new to the channel, you have to understand I'm a very busy person. I don't have a lot of time in my life to spend editing anything. That's part of the reason why I chose to be raw, honest, and unedited, okay? But I understand people want to see things. So I'm tinkering around with this idea of what can we do here to bring in visuals without me having to spend more time than I have to splice together something video wise. And the other part is I don't go that way. My mind doesn't really care to watch videos that are spliced together and edited together because it just breaks the flow of communication as far as I'm concerned, and it just doesn't come across as I don't want to say as it doesn't come across as authentic. It is. I'm not trying to knock anyone who does it, but one take here. That's it. That's what we do. That's what I do. Okay, so that's how this rolls. Um, so we'll see how this works. I may continue this format. We'll see. It depends on what your reaction is to it. For those of you who are new here, or those of you who aren't new here, there is now super thanks. If you want to go below the video here and shoot me a super thanks, that would be absolutely appreciated. Your name's going to come up in the comments that you've done that. You're going to get recognition. It's going to help this channel grow, and that's the ultimate goal, is to get this channel to grow. And one day I'll graduate to a little bit more advanced technology. And if I have to work less at my other two jobs, then I can spend more time putting together videos that seem maybe more in the 21st century, technology-wise. So we'll see. What else? There are other ways to contribute to the channel, by the way. There is PayPal. That information is below. If you want to cast out a donation, that would be greatly appreciated. If you want to become a member of Chords and Notes Nation, you can go to patreon.com/ChordsandNotesNation. There are other things there. There are writings, photographs, there are music reactions, there are recipes that I've done that you can find on YouTube here, that you go to Patreon and you can actually get the recipes. There'll be more of those coming soon, by the way. And there are other places that you can follow me, and that information's below. So let's get started. Hopefully my computer doesn't mess up too much. I've been dealing with some connection issues lately, but let's just get through it and see how this goes. It's a good start. I love how clear his recording is. So he does have other musicians that work with him. I noticed in the last video there was another guitarist as well.
When I look into your eyes,
that's
I
him.
can see love restrained.
So who's that other guy?
But darling, when I hold you, don't you know I feel the same?
Yeah, I remember him.
Nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change.
He's got good control over his voice.
And it's hard to hold the candle in the cold
November rain. Yeah, I love this song.
We've been through this such a long, long time, just trying to kill the pain. Oh yeah. Lovers always going, lovers always going. No one really sure was letting go today.
Well done. Well done.
Walking away.
And I like that grit that he's applying
We
to
can take
this.
the time to lay on the line and caress my head, just knowing that you were mine. Oh mine. So if you wanna love me, then darling, don't refrain.
Already getting goosebumps. He's hitting those notes just right.
Or I'll just end up walking in the cold
November rain.
Do you need some time on your own? Do you need some time all alone? Ooh, everybody needs some time on your own. Ooh, don't you know you need some time all alone? I know it's hard to keep an open heart when even friends seem bound to harm you. But if you could heal the broken heart, wouldn't time be out to charm you?
Now, whoever his guitarist is, I like him. He's a good player. Love it when the guitar solos carry the melody, but then there's still enough improv involved.
Some time on my own. Sometimes I need some time all alone. Ooh, everybody needs some time on their own. Ooh, don't you know you need some time all alone?
That's not easy playing that high up on the neck, especially without having a cutout for your hand. And he's not hitting any dead notes. That's good.
And when your fears subside and shadows still remain, oh yeah, I know that you can love me when there's no one left to play. So never mind the dark.
right. This is where it really picks up. I haven't heard this song in a while. But now I remember. See what I mean? Come on, man.
Don't you think that you need somebody? Don't you think that you need someone? Everybody needs somebody. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Don't you think that you need somebody? Don't you think that you need someone? Everybody needs somebody. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Don't you think that you need somebody? Don't you think that you need someone? Everybody needs somebody. You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
That's interesting. I'll tell you what I think about that in a little bit.
Don't you think that you need someone? Everybody needs somebody. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Don't you think that you need somebody? Don't you think that you need someone?
Okay. Cool. Cool. Very cool. So that's also part of the reason why I try not to get into editing and that sort of stuff and putting the video up and all that, because for whatever reason I'm having issues here. You saw that with the connection, and I don't know if it's buffering, if it's connection, and it always seems like there are certain days where I can't even get onto my internet. So I've got some theories as to what that is. I'm not extremely technically savvy, but this is what I have to deal with from time to time as well. And it's not always pleasant, I understand that. But the experience here is about you're here to find out what my reaction is to that song. Okay? Whatever song it is that I react to, that's what you're here for. And I, do I need to beg your forgiveness for technical issues? I don't even know if it's my fault. But at some point, I want to be able to upgrade everything that I have. Because I think because I am working with older equipment, that's part of the problem. Which is also another pitch for those super thanks and channel donations. It gets me there quicker, because what it's going to wind up doing is getting you guys better quality stuff from me. Although the things I have to say are always quality, don't you know? Anyways, and this was kind of nice to be able to comment on this as you were seeing it, so I didn't have to stop it. That's not always desirable. I understand that, but I think it works. It works pretty good. Now, the only thing that I didn't care for in this song was at the very end. Okay, first of all, being able to apply grit to his voice like Axl Rose did in the original was very good. He doesn't have the same powerful voice that Axl Rose has. So his grit, and it just he may be a smaller stature, a smaller chest cavity, so less air, all of the physics, the physical traits that go into delivering something like that are going to be different for him than they are with Axl. But at the very end, I just don't think that really worked for him. It didn't really work for the version of the song, but it needed to be there because he's covering the song. So in that context, I think he did a wonderful job. And the ending of the song originally was recorded to be that crescendo that delivers that emotional knockout punch. Okay, and it was missing. Everything was there, but because it was an acoustic part. Maybe it would have been better if the guitarist would have switched to electric at that point. And maybe it would have been better if the vocals were a little bit more in front when it comes to the production and the mixing. However, this is a YouTuber who doesn't have a whole lot of technology. Okay, we just don't, because we're not super rich and super famous. But there's no doubt about his voice being absolutely wonderful, and I want to listen to more of what he has to do. I was scrolling a little bit before I started recording, and I found out that he does a lot of covers of these 80s bands. So it's going to be really interesting to continue down this road and to really absorb what it is that he's doing, and the musical message that his uniqueness is, that signature to the sound. It's so far it's been really enjoyable. Go ahead and tell me what you think about this new format, and again, super thanks. I'd appreciate that. PayPal, appreciate that, and Patreon. Anyways, God bless you. Joshua 1:9. Read it. Get it in your mind. Get it in your heart. Talk to you later. Bye.